guys, welcome back to my channel where I'll be discussing the NWSL regular season match between the Seattle Reign and the Chicago Stars. Yeah, so it's been a while since I've recorded anything. Yeah, there was that video I posted, I think on Thursday, about Ashlyn Harris, her comments towards average people. But I recorded that a long time ago. I've been away for some time, mainly because I was dealing with an illness. It was a minor viral infection, which also affected my voice at the same time. Like, I ended up losing my voice, which was pretty scary. So yeah, I'm going to cover this match between the Reign and the Stars. But during my break, I kind of came up with a new way to do my videos or do my game reviews. So this is going to be a little different than how I normally do my videos. This is mainly because I want to put like less strain on my voice. Because yeah, losing my voice, I'm not going to lie, that was pretty scary. But yeah, so the Reign are coming off of a pretty cool win against the San Diego Wave. I was really interested in Sally Menti. Seems like a really good player. She scored on her debut. But yeah, hopefully we can see her again in this game. That being said, let's get into the lineup for this match. All right, so the lineup. We have Claudia Dickey in the goal. For defenders, Lou Barnes, Phoebe McLaren, Jordan Bugg, and Madison Curry. In the midfield and attack, Norelia Mondesir, Ainsley McCammon, Sally Menti, Emery Adamas, Lynn Biondolo, and Maddie Darlene. Alright, so it is an interesting lineup. There are many players that we can look forward to seeing in this game. Sally Menti, Emery Adamas, and Maddie Darlene being potential game changers. These three bring a lot of energy to the midfield and attack, and we will definitely see them getting forward and creating chances. Menti, after her debut against the Wave, will be one player to keep an eye on. It is a bit surprising Laura Harvey decided to not start Sam Meza or Ji So-Yun in the midfield. Ji is able to get forward, and Meza usually provides good support in the midfield. Both of these players are available off the bench, and we could see them in the second half. When it comes to Mondesir in the midfield, I'm a bit skeptical because I remember in one game she was constantly getting surrounded, which is kind of why I prefer Ji over Mondesir. If Mondesir can get out of those situations, like not get surrounded or turn out of those situations, she should be okay in this game. Anyway, that all being said, let's get into the first half. All right, so the first half, we are off. The Stars are in a 4-3-3. The Reign are in a 5-2-3 or a 5-3-2, with Darlene attacking from the back. This is something we have seen Harvey do with Crnogorcevic as well. But this time around, Crnogorcevic is out due to an injury. All right, so 10 minutes in. It was going good for the Reign until it wasn't. Curry and Bugg had some good crosses in front of goal earlier, but ultimately there was no one there to connect and put those chances away. The Reign were able to keep control or keep possession and get forward, but ultimately Ludmila's run in the 10th minute would result in her scoring. Surprisingly, no one really stepped up to challenge her. So up to the 21st minute mark, things are going from bad to worse for the Reign. After grabbing her first goal in the 10th minute, Ludmila would make another run 2 or 3 minutes later and score the Stars' second goal. Much like before, no one really stepped up to challenge her. They kind of just let her walk on through. McLaren's attempt to tackle Ludmila was half-hearted. The Reign's control, yeah, it's slipping. Harvey would also have to make an early substitution, with Holmes coming on for Bonds in the 21st minute. Not a bad idea. At the 36-minute mark, the Reign's attack was looking disconnected. They are getting forward, but they are not connecting where they need to. They look off once they get into the attacking third. They look off when they get into the box. In the 30th minute, things kicked up for Darlene. She was starting to press more down the wing and get into the box. In the 35-minute mark, we got to see some VAR drama, good old VAR drama. Darlene went down in the Stars box when she tried to cut in, and Kuika was called for the foul originally. The Reign were awarded a penalty kick, but VAR overturned it. It was kind of surprising the ref called that as a foul to begin with, because there was not much behind Kuika's touch. At most, she slightly brushed up against Darlene. Overall, it is not the best first half for the Reign. Conceding early led to their confidence and control slipping. Can the Reign come back in the second half? It is still likely. They've done it before. However, the Reign needs to settle down a little more. They need to connect better in the attacking third. Perhaps bringing on G and Meza could help by providing more support and fluidity in the attack. Haitama is also another option as well. That being said, let's get into the second half. All right, so the second half, we are off. So the Reign kicks off the second half by bringing on Meza and G for McCammon and Mondesir. It seemed as though Mondesir was struggling under pressure in the first half. G, though, she is good when it comes to getting out of it, which is what the Reign needs. Her looks and touches are also a lot better too. So up to the 58-minute mark, the Reign were starting off well in the second half. They are getting forward. We are seeing them creating chances and making more attempts on goal. In the 57th minute, the Reign were awarded a free kick outside the box. Ludmila would block it with her head and go down. She would receive treatment and walk off on her own. Hopefully she's okay though. Up to the 71st minute, the Reign are doing well maintaining control. We are seeing more plays into the box and more attempts on goal. The Reign needs to be careful defensively when it comes to the Stars' counterpress. The Stars are kind of parking the bus and allowing the Reign to attack them at this point, but they are still dangerous in transition. The Reign back line, yeah, they can be high. They can play high, but they have to be prepared for Chicago's runs and touches in behind. Up to the 87th minute mark, the Reign created chance after chance and made multiple attempts on goal at this point. They are keeping control well, and they are upping their intensity and pressure. Eventually, the Reign's hard work and patience would pay off, with Biondolo scoring outside the box in the 86th minute, making it 2-1 for the Reign. So yeah, the comeback is on. 2 minutes later, Bug would tie things up, scoring directly from the right wing. There was an additional 6 minutes of added time. Despite some back and forth from both the Reign and the Stars, the match would still end in a 2-2 draw. Honestly, what a comeback from the Reign. It seemed as though the Reign were struggling to not just break through the Stars' defense, but figure out what they wanted to do in the box. The chances were there, the urgency and intensity was there. They just needed the goals. After Biondolo scored, yeah, it was on. Jordan Bugg scored that awesome goal in the 88th minute. She likely intended it to be a cross or service, but it would bounce and go in the goal. The announcers thought it deflected on the way in, but it only touched off the ground before going in the goal. There was nothing anyone could do to stop it. And I think I remember Jordan Bugg scoring a goal like that in the Reign's earlier match against the Courage. So yeah, Jordan Bugg, she can do stuff like that. It took a while, but the Reign were able to come back and grab the draw after going down two in the first half. Yeah, it was a challenging game, but the Reign fought to the very end, and they got a good result. Anyway, that is all I have for you guys today or tonight. I'm not sure if you guys like this new format. It's just something I'm trying out. But yeah, let me know in the comments section below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.